You know, there's something rather peculiar that happens when you actually try to find out who you are. You open the books, you listen to the podcasts, you hear the word authenticity so many times it stops sounding like a real word, and everyone tells you the same thing. Look inside, meditate, journal, follow your bliss. And none of it works. Not because it's bad advice, but because looking inside is not a method. It's a vague instruction, like telling someone lost in a forest to find north without giving them a compass or showing them the stars. So today, I want to give you something different, something harder, something that actually works. I want to give you 3 science-backed methods to discover yourself. But here's the warning you won't find in the self-help aisle. These methods will make you uncomfortable, because discovering who you are isn't about finding a hidden treasure. It's about dismantling the person you've been pretending to be. Method 1. The behavioral self-contract. This comes from experimental psychology, specifically from research on commitment devices and cognitive dissonance. Here's what you do. You identify one small behavior that you believe represents your values. Let's say you believe you're a generous person. Good. Now, you write a contract with yourself. For 30 days, you will perform one specific generous act every single day. Not when you feel like it. Every day. You put it in your calendar. You tell a friend you're doing it. Here's the practicable example. Every morning, you transfer $2 to a stranger's GoFundMe. Or you write one genuine compliment to a different colleague each day. Or you spend 10 minutes listening to someone without interrupting, and you count it. But here's where the science bites. After 30 days, you don't ask yourself, do I feel generous? You look at the evidence. Did you actually do it, or did you make excuses? Did you find yourself resenting the act? Did you secretly hope someone would notice and praise you? See, most people think self-discovery is about introspection. It's not. It's about observation of behavior under constraint. You don't find out you're generous by feeling generous. You find out by setting a rule and watching whether you break it when no one's watching. And the result? You might discover you're not generous at all. You might discover you're dutiful, or approval-seeking, or that you only give when it feels good. That's not failure. That's the first true thing you've learned about yourself in years. Method 2, the social feedback loop. This one comes from social psychology, specifically from the research. On the Looking Glass Self by Cooley, updated with modern work on feedback-seeking behavior. Here's what you do. You choose 3 people who know you in different contexts. 1 from work, 1 from your family or close friendships, 1 from a hobby or community group. And you ask each of them the same 2 questions, exactly as phrased. What is one situation where I seem most at ease and natural to you? What is one situation where I seem most uncomfortable or unlike myself? Not, what do you like about me? Not, what are my strengths? Those questions get you polite lies. These questions get you behavioral data because they ask for specific moments. Here's the practicable example. You ask your coworker, and they say, you seem most at ease when we're troubleshooting a crisis at 4 p.m. You seem most uncomfortable during the Monday morning check-in where everyone says what they did over the weekend. Now you have something real. You're not a private person in the abstract. You're someone who relaxes under pressure and stiffens during casual small talk. But here's the filter. You don't just believe everything they say. You look for the intersection. Where do all 3 people point to the same thing? If your coworker, your sister, and your tennis partner all say you seem most uncomfortable when someone asks about your feelings, that's not their opinion. That's a signal you can't ignore. The danger? You'll want to argue. You'll say, but they don't see the real me. And that's exactly the point. The self you think exists in private doesn't matter if it never shows up in public. Discovery happens at the intersection of your intention and your impact. Method 3, the forced identity contrast. This one comes from cognitive neuroscience and the research on self-concept clarity, specifically from studies showing that we understand ourselves best when we experience sharp contrast, not when we sit in comfortable sameness. Here's what you do. You deliberately put yourself in a situation that violates your assumed identity. Then you observe the dissonance. Let me give you a practicable example. Let's say you believe you're a calm, patient person. Your forced contrast. Take on a role that requires split-second decisions under social pressure. Volunteer to coach a children's sports team. Work a shift at a busy restaurant. Offer to mediate a conflict between two friends who are both frustrated. Now watch what happens. Do you actually stay calm? Or do you discover a sharpness, an impatience, a voice that says, just make a decision that you've never heard before? Here's a softer example. You believe you're an introvert who hates public speaking. You're forced contrast. Sign up for a 5-minute open mic where you read something you wrote, not a speech. Just a reading. Observe what happens. You might discover you don't hate speaking. You hate performing enthusiasm. You might discover you're not shy. You're just bored by most group conversations. The neuroscience behind this is brutal but beautiful. Your brain builds a model of who you are based on repeated, predictable environments. When you change the environment, the model cracks. And through those cracks, you see what was always there but never tested. So here's the danger I promised you at the beginning. If you do these 3 things, the behavioral contract, the social feedback loop, the forced contrast, you will learn something true about yourself. And that truth might be, I'm not who I thought I was. You might discover you're less kind than you believed, less independent, more anxious, more capable of cruelty, or the opposite, more resilient than anyone ever told you, including yourself. And once you see that, you cannot unsee it. Most people don't want to discover themselves. They want to confirm themselves. They want to hear that their instincts were right, their feelings were valid, their image was accurate. That's not discovery. That's a mirror that flatters. Real discovery, the scientific, uncomfortable, rigorous kind, is the mirror in the fluorescent light of a public bathroom. It shows you the blemish, the asymmetry, the tired eyes, and it asks you, now that you see this, what are you going to do? You could look away, go back to the soft mirror, tell yourself the story that feels good. Or you could stay here, in the hard light, and finally meet the person you actually are. Not the person you imagined. The one who's been waiting for you to stop looking for yourself and start building yourself instead.